Hey guys, it's time for the bonus battles. Not much to say, let's just hop in. I don't know what that sound was. If anybody else heard that. Secret of Cetra, or Centra. I'm guessing this is against the Tonberry King and Odin. Yep, of course. Okay, so I'm gonna do both of those anyway. So, that's my synergy. I actually need to... That's the wrong thing. Move me up right there. No, too far up. Because then it clips with the bar up here, and it looks gross when I do that. So I need to touch up on Aerith's soul breaks real quick, because she has Seal Evil and First Aid, and I don't need those. Okay. So, let's just go. Alright. Tonberry King and Odin. I'm so glad that we don't actually have to fight 20 Tonberries before we find him. Before we find this one, because that would suck. Okay. Jesus Christ. Doesn't he have an attack called Stuff or something like that? Like a bunch of random crap falls on you, like a soccer ball and like a pot or something. I don't know. Hate when that happens. When I go to tap for the soul break and then this pops up. I'm not even gonna tap this one because I know I'm not gonna get it in time. Oh, I still have not beaten the, Azura and Leviathan, by the way. I tried, and I don't know if I mentioned this before or not, but I swapped out, I think I put on Dispel, and I took out Armor Breakdown, and I gave Ishtal a shell. And I still ran out of hones, and I still couldn't win. But, I think what I'm going to do is after I'm done recording this, I'm going to... Yeah, it is real sharp, asshole. I'm going to, try taking out Tifa, Roaming Warrioring Shout, and then putting in, Irvine for Canister Shot. Because considering that his second level cap is going to be broken after this fight, I may as well, you know? If I can do that, then I'm going to be able to tier challenge it. If I don't have any problems with, like, you know, hones or anything. But I figure since I'm Roaming Warrioring Shout and using Canister Shot, that's a much bigger damage barrier that I'll be using, so that should be good. That should be strong enough for me to take down Azura and Leviathan. Ha! Bitch. Yeah, then he joins you. Tonberry King is a good GF in the original game. Only flaw is you have to spend forever getting him. You have to spend your precious time killing 20 Tonberries that are all immune to death. And petrifying shit. Alright, Odin. If he's akin to his original counterpart, then that didn't even make sense. If he's anything like the Odin from Final Fantasy VIII, then he won't attack at all. He'll just use Zantetsuken and instantly kill you. After, like, however many minutes. Depends on how long you take getting there. What's up, fool? Oh, I don't have wall. Is he going to attack? I think he does attack. I'm pretty sure he attacks. Yeah, he attacks. Okay, let's protect myself as much as I can since I can't use wall. Okay, this is going a lot faster than I thought. almost dropped my phone, by the way. Okay. By the way, I don't know if there's like for some reason, whenever I'd have Ishla use Kiraja, very recently, she would always heal for 3,844 damage. Points. Whatever the hell. She'd always heal for that exact amount, like, 9 or 10 times in a row. I don't know if that's RNG or not, or I don't know if they altered the formula or anything, but, like, straight up, like, okay, you can go and just Battle Speed 5 this. Really? 7, bitch. Alright, Odin down. Yeah, bitch. You know the funny thing is, I have not gotten Odin in years in playing Final Fantasy VIII because I never get him. I always make it a point in my playthrough to go get Odin, because I vastly prefer Odin to Gilgamesh. And I always forget to go get Odin, because I always kill Ultimisha and then stop playing. Because whenever I play, I always do a perfect save playthrough. Like, I don't think I've ever not done a non-perfect save playthrough. Oh, this is Cerberus. Very obviously this is Cerberus. Whenever I'd play through Final Fantasy VIII, I would always do a perfect save file. Because whenever I was playing through it, back when I was like 13 years old, I would always, I used a guide on Game Facts by Absolute Steve. Dude's a very good guide writer, and I used his guide, and he always listed like the perfect save file notes. And I thought, well, I like Final Fantasy VIII, so I might as well try it. And I have played through Final Fantasy VIII. Well, I've started Final Fantasy VIII about 11 or 12 times since then. And almost every single time has always been a perfect game. One of them was a speed run, and one of them was a challenge playthrough, and neither of those got very far. I think the speed run got to... Why did I pick Shout? I think I accidentally chose Shout. I think the speed run only got as far as, like, Galbadia Garden, and the challenge playthrough only got past Ifrit. So neither got very far. But I chose Shout for some reason, because I'm an idiot, so I wasn't really focusing. I was talking about my perfect save. And several of my perfect saves I have beaten Ultimisha, but none of them got to the full point of completion. I don't think any of them even got past like a tier 1 perfect game. I think I got as far as getting one of every single card, and then I kind of stopped because then I got to like stat maxing, and oh my god, stat maxing is so boring. It's basically you playing cards about 98% of the time, looking for a specific card, and the other 2% is actually refining and using said stat bonus. And you have to do this for all 6 characters, and it just takes so long. It is so obnoxious. In Final Fantasy VII, it's way better because you can max a character's any specific stat. You can max it in about 5 minutes or less. And there's 9 characters. No, wait, hang on. I'm 13, at 13, you can catch even. There's 8 characters, and you can... So you can reliably max everyone's stats in under 2 hours. If you're fast enough. And you're really quick with the W item trick. You know, I am nearing 100 subscribers. I'm slowly chugging along there. So I'm thinking when I get to 100 subscribers, I may do something special. And boy, this fight would be going a lot faster if I wasn't talking and took Divine Guardian. But, you know, what the hell? Oh, did he just cast double or triple? Or I wasn't paying attention. Well, I have Shell, so we're fine. So yeah, when I get to 100 subscribers, I'm thinking I may do a Final Fantasy... Is this double or triple? This is triple. I'm thinking I may do a Final Fantasy VII playthrough. Or a playthrough of another Final Fantasy game. But I'll have to think on what game that is, but, it's very likely going to be 7. So, yeah, just keep that in mind. I'm gonna ask around on, like, what specifically I should do in Final Fantasy VII. So, you know, just keep that in mind. For anybody who's watching this far in the video, consider yourselves lucky, because I'm sure most people, most of my subscribers, most of anyone in general, does not watch, these bonus battle playthroughs all the way through. Like, the only person I know that probably does is FFRK Brotherhood, which, Daniel, thank you for that. But, I'm sure most just, like, watch a little bit in and then get bored and stop. Which is fine, you know, nobody's gonna watch this all the way through, in one sitting. But, for those that do, I am truly appreciative. And, consider yourselves lucky, because most subscribers, this is gonna be coming out of left field, because they didn't see this. But, you know, that's their thing. You know, I'm not complaining. What was I going on about? Oh, yeah. I'm still trying to think about what specifically I'm going to do in Final Fantasy VII. I'm probably going to ask around to some people who I know in the Final Fantasy VII community and see what people think. Or I may, like, I'll just ask some of my friends, see what they think. And from there, when I hit 100 subscribers, I'll decide. It may not even be Final Fantasy VII. It may be Final Fantasy VIII. It could be Final Fantasy XIII. It could be... Holy shit, Cerberus, stop yelling at me. Could be Final Fantasy whatever the hell. You know. All depends on what I think. Please said Aerith. Nope. Alright. Alexander it. Well, I got through this whole fight talking about when I had 100 subscribers. That's probably going to be in a few months, based on how my subscriber growth is. Which right now, it's been stagnant for like the last week or so. I'm locked in right... At the time of recording this, I'm locked in at 72. So, it all depends on when that goes up. It could be... I'm expecting to hit 100 subscribers around, like, October or so. So, I've got time to plan for my 100 subscriber thingy, but, you know. Really? You gonna hit Ishtola 3 times? But, that's all for the future. For now, let's focus on these bonus battles, of which Cerberus is almost dead. I'm just gonna battle speed 5 it. Can we get a white mage with a kill? We cannot. Wall wore off. That was close. If he had Ishtola again, she was gonna die. I have to sneeze. Okay. So, that's that all done with. That's Cerberus. Are we gonna fight all the GFs? Because we fought Tonberry, we fought Odin, we fought Cerberus. I know we're not fighting Bahamut. But are we fighting the Jumbo Cactor? What evil sleeps? Ida? Ultimate weapon. Well, that's where you get Eden from, so... Okay, that's what we're looking at here. Okay. This is a tiny typo, but I have to point it out anyway, because when you're developing games, it kind of has to be perfect. Defeat ultimate weapon without being KO'd. Reduce ultimate weapon's magic. Reduce the ultimate weapon's attack. It's a small typo. I know what it means, but still, you can't really have that. You know, I'm just saying. Just ignore me, you know. I'm one to nitpick. Okay, let's take Divine Guardian this time. Also, by the way, I've only ever beaten Ultimate Weapon once in Final Fantasy VIII because... Here's the thing. I keep saying Ultimate because Final Fantasy VII. Ultimate Weapon is at the bottom of the Deep Sea Research Center, which is irrelevant except for the fact that all the way down it has fixed encounters. And on the first floor of the Deep Sea Research Center, where the fixed encounters begin, you can find a certain monster by the name of Triface, which is very important because they drop curse spikes, which are critical for a perfect save file, because otherwise you have to spend hours upon hours upon hours. You probably have to spend years maxing everyone's luck, actually, because here's the thing. With curse spikes, you can get 1 luck up about once every half hour. That's what the tri-face encounters. Without that, oh, here, before that. If you kill Ultimate Weapon, those fixed encounters go away. So, that's important to keep in mind. So if Ultimate Weapon dies, then no more tri-face grinding. And without tri-face grinding, you have to resort to, what's it called? You have to resort to Triple Triad to get your, curse spikes, because, you know, cards. And, you know, fixed drops and everything. So, with the curse spike method, you can get 1 luck up about every half hour, if you're lucky. With Triple Triad, you can get 1 luck up about every day or so. So, keeping in mind that you have to get everyone's luck to 255 in a perfect save file, that's a lot. Oh, shit. And everyone's luck starts out at like 20 or so. So, if you're on the PlayStation version and you don't have Chocobo World, it sucks to be you because you're going to be there forever. But if you're on PC, you might luck out because you can use, well, you can use Angelo Search to get some luck ups anyway. But you can do the Chocobo World glitch, where you have both games open at the same time and you perpetually trade items back and forth, because it doesn't update until you actually hit save in Final Fantasy VIII, so it will never know that you actually transferred the items until you hit save. Or back out of the Chocobo menu, I should say. So by doing that, you could potentially get infinite luck ups, and pretty much infinite anything. You can get Doom Train on disc too. You can get another Diablos fight. You could do a lot with that Chocobo World glitch, and it's very handy. I don't know why I'm talking so much about Final Fantasy VIII, and well, because it's a Final Fantasy VIII thing. I can do pretty much whatever I want. It's my channel. No, but seriously, you know, I figured if it's gonna be a Final Fantasy VIII thing, I may as well talk a bit about Final Fantasy VIII. So I talked more than a bit about Final Fantasy VIII. So consider yourself, I don't know, gifted, I guess. Why did I use? I don't care. Ishtar doesn't really have much to do, but you know. Ultimate Weapon's close to dead, pretty much. Fairy Brand plus upcoming Hail of Stones plus Burning Arrow plus whatever the hell. Can magic attacks go critical? I don't think they can. So, here's the thing. Okay, I've been playing this game since about the end of February, since X, Death, and Jekt became playable characters, with the 5 and 10 events. Since then, and actually, I've never actually had a mage team, until like right now. Because with the acclamation of Rhinoa's party dress, this actually gives me a pretty handy mage team, consisting of Rhinoa with her party dress, Papalima with the Stardust Rod, Realm with her Ultra Soul Break, Aerith with Fairy Brand and Pulse of Life, and Ishtala with Wall. So with this, I may actually be able to take down some of the Nightmare Dungeons. And I don't normally upload videos for the Nightmare Dungeons, but I will for the final battles. For like the difficulty 160 ones, the final ones, like Ultima Buster, you know, Demon Wall. I'll upload ones for those as soon as I get around to beating them. But as far as like the other battles, I won't bother doing those because here's the thing. I decided that when I was doing Final Fantasy Tactics, when the Nightmare Dungeons first came out, they had actually came out before I started my channel, like a day or so before. So I decided, well, they've already started, I won't bother covering them. And since the Nightmare things have technically already started, I won't cover any of them. Because that was just stupid mindset right there. But, I've decided that I have to at least cover something concerning the Nightmare Dungeons, and not concerning route draws. So I may as well do the final 160 difficulty ones. But the problem is actually beating them. That is something I can't do yet. But maybe. Because I have an Earth Elemental Soul Break, I have a Non-Elemental, and I have an Ice Elemental, so... Alright, so I want to do something real quick. Show off one of the main reasons why I've been using Tifa since Advent Children, because she has rarely left my party ever since Advent Children. Because I pulled her Platinum Fist twice, and it's here somewhere. It's right here. Because look at the augment level on this. It's 11. I have 4 Rosetta Stones. So we're about to max augment this right now. I want to show this off real quick. And it's important to do it one at a time, because if you luck out, you may get, I forget what it's called, like a max augment or something like that, that does it twice instead of once. Okay, we're not going to do this. We're going to do this by rarity. Not by series, by rarity. So I've long wanted to max out the augments on this, because I'm so close, I may as well, you know? And yeah, you gotta do it one at a time, because you might get a max augment, and that increases it by 2 instead of 1. And I guarantee you I'm going to get the last... I guarantee you I'm going to get a max augment on the last one. I guarantee it right now. I mean, not skip the animation, just in case it has something to do with it. Surprisingly, it did not piss me off. Alright. So, cool. That is, the bonus battles for Final Fantasy VIII. Party's looking pretty good right now. What's going on now? Today is Thursday, I don't think anything's happening until the Moat Dungeon on Tuesday. Wednesday's the Nightmare Dungeon. Oh, wait, no, I'm kidding. Sunday's the bonus battles. Tuesday is the Moat Dungeon. Wednesday's the Nightmare Dungeon. Thursday is Final Fantasy V. So that's what we got going on for a while. Until then, pretty much nothing. So, I'll see you guys later. See you on Sunday.